this wonderful occasion with everyone here. In true Baumgartner Christmas carol singing fashion, we thought that we would alternate words for the whole speech. So we love you, Katie, and Audrey, and Patrick.
I see how this goes. I see.
We think you will have lots of fun. Okay, so we also, I also threatened to perform an interpretive dance of how Katie and Patrick met. Would have gone a little something like this. But we thought that this way would probably get us in the least amount of trouble by just actually kind of having a speech. So, although it's been a long time since we've actually physically looked up to Katie, she's always been a great role model for us. She had to do everything first, basically. She went to school first, was in sports first, dated first, drove first, went off to college. We were lucky enough to have someone to do that first, whereas she had to go and do it on her own. No one was testing the waters for her. So, as a result of that, we got to learn from her experiences, her mistakes, her successes, and her failures. So we thought we'd kind of recap some of those life lessons that Katie has taught us.
So one of the first things she taught us was that if you work hard, you can succeed at anything. Following in Katie's footsteps, I got to do carols too. But it wasn't exactly easy. Coming into school, we were expected to get straight A's, know how to spell every word, be a teacher's pet, love reading books. We're still working on that one. In the pool, we were always expected to be the fastest, be on the A relay, and always make the championship. But Katie succeeded in everything she did. She achieved in school, the pool, and for the school newspaper. Patrice, I bet you didn't know you were marrying the 2002 Washington State Journalist of the Year, did you? No. In everything she did, Katie set a high standard for us. And we're still trying to reach it in some ways.
The second thing she taught us was how to roll with the punches, maybe even throw a couple. Life hasn't always been easy for Katie. She had broken backs, broken wrists, broken ribs, gotten numerous car accidents, had mystery bruises, shaving incidents, and even the occasional poor haircut or dye. But through the good times and bad, Katie held her head up really high and taught us to do the same. For example, when one of our hearts might be broken, she was the first one to be there and kind of help us get back on our feet and give us support and love and everything. She was also the first one to hand you the book. It's called A Breakup Because It's Broken, or He's Just Not That Into You. I have not read either of them, but I hear they're great.
Another thing she taught us was to always be ahead of the trends. From her Doc Martens to peasant tops, Katie has always thought she was quite the fashionista. She taught us how to rock the front bangs, clearly. The green jeans, turtleneck, sweater vest, slip-on tennis shoes, boxers as shorts to school, and always sported the tankinis in the sun. Sometimes still does, once in a while. We were always hesitant to take her fashion advice, but even she knew that leggings would come back as pants someday. But with her new life with Patrick, she clearly has some teaching to do. No, color blindness is not an excuse. Hollister was never trendy.
Alright, so as much as Katie has taught us like what to do, she has also taught us lots of things not to do. So number one, she taught us not to get your tongue pierced. It's an expensive accessory, especially if mom and dad are gonna make you foot the dental.
She also taught us not to put metal in the microwave. I would have never known that if I didn't see the sparks fly in the kitchen while Katie was trying to make her to-go cup of coffee. However, I think even Jane's a little thankful for that. She got 2 ovens and a microwave out.
She also taught us, number 3, she taught us not to be a good driver. Joy rides at 15 years of age didn't fly very well with those two, so we both waited till we got the license to get behind the wheel. And we also decided that if there was an injured dog in the back of the car, probably pay attention to the road, because otherwise you're going to have to buy your neighbor's a fence.
Number 4, she taught us not to dance well. Luckily we didn't listen to that one. She does have some good car dance moves, which we've adapted, but it doesn't exactly translate to the dance floor. We get a lot of this going on. Anyway, we've tried to help her. We've got dance videos, Wii games, dance out the inches, serve it on a platter. But at least she's still better than Patrik.
The fifth thing she taught us was to not be a hugger. Clearly I did not pick up on this at all because I hug anyone and everyone, but first person I meet, if I meet you the first time, I'll probably give you a hug, so I met a lot of you for the first time tonight. If anyone wants a hug, just let me know. I volunteer. But I think Patrik has kind of warmed her up to this idea of hugging and...
We're huggers.
Yeah, huggers, okay. Which I still don't understand why I can't hug and kiss Katie, but it's...
Speaking of Patrik, he's also taught us a few things too. He's fixed some door handles, some sinks, cars. He's taught us how to get sunburned on our feet, drink some Coors Light, and how to successfully get drenched from head to toe in 1 foot of water.
But in all honesty, in all honesty, we love you both, and we're really excited that we're finally officially related to Audrina. And excited to have a brother now, and just excited for you guys to have a wonderful life together. So, cheers to Katie and Patrik.
Bravo.